Hello there, it's Karen here from Turquoise Treasures. Welcome back to my channel for the last video before Christmas. And I thought I'd just do quite a short video, just doing a flip through of my ephemera holder. You've seen me making it and decorating it. And now I thought you'd like to see it all stuffed and how I'm going to use it, because I have actually been using it. It's been really useful. I'm very pleased with it. It is very, very fat. I don't know if you can see that, but it's absolutely stuffed to the gills and bulging. But I love that because it means everything's together. I mean, I couldn't get absolutely everything. I've still got this box here with some little bits and pieces, but that's okay because that's all together as well. What I haven't got to use anymore, so I had this box with a load of bits in. I had a bag with some stuff in. I had things I hadn't even cut out because there wasn't anywhere to put them. So I did have lots of things. I think I showed you at the beginning when I started making this. I had different things all over the place. And now it's all here or in my little box. And I think that's quite good to have all your stuff in a fairly small area and easy to find. So I've got a few little bags of the really little small odds and ends in here. And I've got all the things that like die cuts and things that I've cut out, you know, the digital fussy cuts and all that sort of thing are all in here, which I'm really pleased with. And what I've done in this front pocket, I took a little card and I've just written in here what I've got inside. So I've got the eclectic eggplant fussy cuts and the journal cards. I've got the dreams etc fussy cuts, and there's a lot of them. Roxy Creations labels, they're in here. The retired collection from Antique Papery, I had that. I actually hadn't even cut that up because I didn't know what to do with it. That's all gone in here, and I think you've seen me using some of those in a recent Roxy's Weekly Challenge. So, and I was able to just pick those out of my ephemera holder and look at the ones I've got. So I'll cut them all up, and they're all gone in here. And then the other ones I've got in here is the Allegra Digital Victorian Children. Although I must say I haven't got many of those left. I've used nearly all of them up, so I might have to print them off and put them in. But they are in here. And this is where they will go when I've reprinted them. So that's just popped in there, so that just tells me what I've got. So let's have a look inside. And I think this is, I really like this design, and I think it's it's very adaptable to other things. It doesn't have to be for Christmas. I think one of you, you've just told me that you're making this for something non-Christmassy, and I think that's a really good idea. And that was something I was thinking myself, that you could make it for a variety of projects really, but at the moment it's just for Christmas for me, but I might make another one. So in here I've got a whole bunch of these are the eclectic eggplant journal cards, so they've all popped into this big pocket here, and look how many it's holding. It's got loads in here, but no wonder this thing is so fat. I've actually stuffed loads of stuff. I love that one. There's loads in here, and I don't even know when I'll get to use these, because I've got so many journal cards that I haven't used yet that are all ready to go in my ephemera box of things that I've finished. These are ones just ready to go if I need any more. And on here I had the 3 pockets here, and it's all full of smaller die cuts like this. I suppose these are more like medium-sized die cuts. So I've just popped a whole bunch of things in here. So these are all eclectic eggplant ones, and I think this top little one is some of the smaller pieces from Dreams etc at the top there. And then in here more little journal cards, the smaller ones from the eclectic eggplant. I mean, it's such a stuffed kit, and it's just nice to have them, because I think I had them all. I think that may be what I had in this bag. I can't remember what was in this bag, but it may have been all of those. A whole bunch of them. So, and I've been able to split them up so I can see everything. I can see what I've got. Some of the bigger journal cards in here in this pocket. It's quite stuffed. And I've got some more, because this pops out like that. So I've got this extra bit. So I've got some more little journal cards here. And again here. So I've been able to just spread them out a bit so I can just see what I've got. And the different sizes. So that goes like that. I don't know if I've got anything in here. I think in the end it was just so full I didn't actually end up putting anything in both of these bags. I've still got a bit of room. I've got nothing in there at the moment. But if I start emptying this out, I could add bits of scraps of things. I just thought it was getting so fat I wasn't sure I could fit any more in. So here we go. More journal cards. I mean, there are so many in this kit. I think I've got some printed more than once, but she also did them in different sizes. And then there's some larger pieces from Dreams Etc. in this pocket here, which is a bigger pocket at the back here. So they're just popped in there. And then on this side, so there are two pockets here, again more Dreams Etc. pieces, sort of medium-ish pieces. So loads of gorgeous stuff in there. And these are all the stuff I haven't even used yet. I mean, I've got so much. And then I've got a whole bunch of Rachel's labels, Roxy Creations labels. So I've got the larger ones. I think these are the normal size. This is the side they're supposed to be printed at. So I've got those tucked in here, and that's just a selection. I love these labels. And then I did print a whole load of them much smaller. So I've got those in here, in this little pocket at the top here. So again, they were all in one of these little plastic bags, all mixed up together. And so I've been able to spread them out and have a look at what I've got. So I've got some on that side, and I've got some more on this side. Loads of them. And it means I can have a bit of a look. Now, I could have decorated some of these pockets, but I just think it wasn't really necessary. This is just meant to be a functional thing. I don't need to decorate it any more than it already is. I think the papers themselves give enough decoration. I don't really need to add any more. Right, so here we go. These are some of those antique papery, what they call them, retired collection. So they're like, I suppose they're ATC size. And you just got a whole sheet of them, and each sheet was a different design. So I put them all together that go together. So there's a whole load of these. So I've got some of them tucked into this little side pocket here, and then some more of them here in this pocket, which is now, whoop, they're disappearing into the pocket. There we go. Pull those out, and then on the other side, what have I got here? Oh, I've got some more eclectic eggplant journal cards, just popped in there. Then I've got my little accordion folder in the middle, and that just opens up. And I think you saw me labelling the three different pockets in here, or the different envelopes. Just undo it. There we go. And you can just pull that out. It's easy just to feed that back in so you can get at it. So in here I've got people. Now I could separate these out a little bit more, I think, because I've got Santa Claus, I've got the Victorian children. It's a bit of a mixture, and there's quite a lot in here in the end. So what I might do is split them in and put all the Santa images separately, because I made this third one for the flowers. But actually, I think because I've just made a whole load of new flowers, you can see I've just made loads of these punched flowers. I punched them and I've glittered them, and there's rather a lot of them, and I don't think there's room, to be perfectly honest, to put any more things in here. So I think I'm just going to keep those in this bag, because I can see what I've got. I might keep those there and just split this between children images and small images, children and regular people images, and perhaps I'll put Santa images in this one and just split it up a bit, because that's quite full. And then the middle one, I called it Tinies. So I've got really tiny pieces in here, just a collection of little tiny fussy cuts. So that's what I've used that for. And then we've got more of this antique papery retired collection. So this is the one with the little green background with little sprigs. It's very pretty. They're all the same. They've all got the same background on that one. So I've got some in this pocket and some in this. So it just makes the whole thing more manageable. You can just pick out a handful and then pop them straight back in. So I've got that one there. And then on the back of that, on the pocket, I've got some more of the Dreams Etc. well, they're little cards really, but some of those fussy cuts, so I can just pick out those when I want to make things. More of the Dreams, these are all Dreams Etc. There's 3 pockets here, all Dreams Etc. Again, another very big kit, and I have printed some things smaller, so they come up in different sizes. And on the back of that, some more of the antique papery retired collection. So this is the one with the nice gold border, although I think when I was using these to make the journal cards recently for Roxy Creations Challenge, I ended up having to cut off this gold border to fit them onto the tags. It's a bit of a shame because it's a very pretty border, but got plenty more. So that's those. So some are here and some more at the top here. This is the paper bag that I just stuck on, and I've got some more of the larger pieces from mostly from the Eclectic Eggplant kit, I think. So there's some quite large images there. Big Christmas tree. So I've put those in this slightly deeper pocket, and then in here in the bag, actually what have I put in here? Oh yes, I haven't put that on the front. I've got some of Rachel's tags, Roxy Creations tags. So I haven't cut them out completely so that they don't disappear down into the bag, but I have just trimmed them down. I split them into individual tags. I've just got to trim them top and bottom, and probably they'll need backing. They're not on very thick paper. They're on a kind of cream paper that's about 120, I think, 120 GSM. It's a bit thicker than copy paper, but not very thick. So all of these tags, oh, that one's upside down. Some of them are upside down. So I've just left them so I can just pop them in this pocket, and then if I want to make one up and use it, they're all in here, just popping out the top there. So that's that one. And then there was a little tuck, because this was the other side of, what was it I used? It was an envelope, I think. Don't know where I think this is the other side of it. The other side of, that was an envelope. That was just a flap. So I've made that into a side tuck and put some more of these little cards from Antique Papery. So that's that little set there. So I'll just pop those in there. I think I did put something in this bag. What have I put in here? I can't even remember. I put some scraps from scrapbooking scraps. Little small pieces of scrapbooking scraps, because they'll get lost otherwise, and they'll just pop in there. I can use them for punching out tabs, flowers, any small bits that I might need to make. They're just in there, so they're quite useful. So let's put the paper clip back on there. We're nearly at the back. So this is another one that folds out. So again, more Dreams Etc. all in there, in all of these pockets. It's all Dreams Etc. stuff, and so I didn't do anything on this side, otherwise it'd just be too bulky. So it's all just that pocket at the front, and then the inside of the envelopes there. It folds back. And this is more of the, well, it's a mixture, I think. There's some more journal cards from both Dreams Etc. and some smaller ones that are landscape. So I thought I've got a little narrow pocket, I can pop them there and I can still see what they are. So these are ones from Dreams Etc. and these are ones from Eclectic Eggplant. So both of those are such big kits. To have them all mixed up together in a bag or a box, you could never see what you've got, but spreading them all out like this, you can actually have a good old look. And then right at the back, I've got one more of this set of the Antique Papery little retired collection ATC cards. So I've only put them in here. I haven't actually put anything in this top pocket. It was a bit shallow and I wasn't sure they'd fit very well. I could have done, but they're going to stick up too much, so I just left them all in here. And in this back one, there's a final set of the same cards, another selection. So I must have had about half a dozen different pages, and they're all clearly from I think what she does is when she does a kit, this page of little cards is part of that kit. So she put a whole load together and just sold them as they are, as a retired collection, just these ATC cards, because they're very useful. You can cut them up like I've done, excuse me, or use them as they are, use them as journal cards. So they're quite versatile, those little cards, and they've got some really lovely images on. So I'm just going to pop that back in to that envelope and get it back in. There we go. So there it is. That's my little ephemera holder, absolutely stuffed to the gills. And I'm almost done for this year, really, as far as making things. I don't think I'll be making any more things. And we've got a couple more weeks of the Roxy's Weekly Challenge to go at this moment. Although by the time you see this, I may have done another one. I hope I'll have done week 51. I've just done week 50, so week 51. I'm hoping I will have time to do that. I don't want to let it, not to miss the last two. Now we've come almost to the end. So you may have seen more recent one, and I may have used some more of these, depending on what she does. But this is my ephemera holder, and I'm really pleased with it. I think I will be using it a lot next year. And that's it. That's my last video before Christmas. So all is left for me to say to you all is thank you so much for all your support. You've become some dear friends. I'm so grateful for everything all your lovely comments. I mean, you really have become my friends. I feel like I'm just talking to people that I've started to get to know, which has been so lovely for me. I appreciate everything that you write and all your lovely comments, and you treat me like a friend, and it's just so lovely. I'm just, so grateful. And I love you all. I really do. And I hope you all have the most wonderful Christmas. However you spend it, wherever you're spending it, and whoever you're spending it with, I hope you have a magical, wonderful festive season. And a really very happy Christmas. And I will see you very soon. I may squeeze in 1 or 2 more videos before I go into hospital. We will see. I'm thinking it may even get cancelled with all the new COVID that's going on, so I don't want to talk about that. Just have a most wonderful Christmas, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.